Happy Saturday, all my fellow brothers and sisters in doll. It's me, your buddy Donnie again, with another Dolly review, and as always, telling it like a TI is. Um, Today's review is gonna be a little emotional for me, and maybe even for you. You see, I'm one of those very specific fans of Wonder Woman, all right, but I refuse to accept or watch anybody else but Lynda Carter as Wonder Woman. Not Kathy Lee Crosby, I believe that was her name of this actress who did a TV movie about her, and in the last 10 years, that really aggressive, for lack of a better term, um, you know, interpretation of Wonder Woman by a good actress who's very beautiful. But again, as far as I'm concerned, Lynda Carter is it. I don't care to watch anybody else. Anyways, with that said, this doll review will focus on two dolls, tribute dolls that I customized as Lynda Carter as Wonder Woman. Okay. Now, as far as the show is concerned, I am not sponsored in any way. I'm not getting a penny from Warner Brothers, from Wonder Woman, whoever owns the copyright of Wonder Woman, Lynda Carter. I never even met her. Again, I'm not seeing a red cent out of this. I'm making this video simply as fan art. Now, with that said, this is the emotional part. I'm dedicating this video to two very special aunties of mine whom I love very, very much. One passed away a couple of years ago, and the other one is still alive, and I wish her many, many more years of health. My aunt Diana, God rest her soul, she was a true fashion plate. Back in the late 70s, by the way, I am a bicentennial baby. I was born in the 70s. And so I grew up in the late 70s. I was born in 1974. I'm not ashamed of my age. And, anyways, so growing up in the late 70s, Wonder Woman was a massive hit. Not only here in the United States, but worldwide, because in the 70s, the late 70s, I spent it in my homeland, Peru. And of course, I would watch the show dubbed in Spanish. And, anyways, and my Aunt Diana, she owned a boutique. And a boutique that was very up to the minute, very, very fashionable. And she herself was always dressed like she just stepped out of a magazine. Okay, she was very beautiful. She was slender. She really watched her weight. And again, she was always immaculately dressed, every hair in place, makeup flawless, high heels, and again, very stylish clothes, which she would sell in her boutique. We're talking about all the 70s, late 70s classics. The teeny tiny flower print peasant dresses. I think it's called calico. I think, don't quote me on it. The peasant dresses that were all the rage in the late 70s. Burgundy and, not burgundy, I'm sorry, corduroy and suede jackets, bell bottom pants, fedoras, lots of hats. Um, Again, just all think of any fashion piece from the late 70s. My Aunt Diana would sell it, and she would also wear it because I would always see her totally made up. And I mean, glammed up rather. And not only was she stylish in her attire, but her apartment was also very, very 70s. I remember shag carpet, psychedelic paintings on the walls, um, beautiful wallpaper, okay, round lamps, and of course, wicker furniture. Um, she, one particular memory of her is that when I would go to her apartment, she would have her stereo blasting ABBA music. ABBA music, and in particularly the song Chiquitita in Spanish, because as we all know, ABBA would record their albums, well, most of their hits, in several different languages, in English, in Spanish, in French, I believe, and even, you know. Um, so Chiquitita, whenever I hear that song, whether it's in English or in Spanish, my eyes swell up because I think of my Aunt Diana. God rest her soul. She passed away a couple of years ago while we were during the whole coronavirus happenings, for lack of a better term. And I didn't make it to the hospital. There was a waiting list. I wasn't immediate family. I was just some nephew. Only her daughters were allowed to see her, and a couple of other of my cousins who lived close to her in Kendall or Homestead. I live in Hialeah, and again, I didn't make it. I wanted to see her before she passed, but I just didn't make it. I was put on the waiting list, and by the time my they called me, you know, where the time that by the time the day came where I was supposed to go see her, that very morning, one of her daughters called to tell me don't bother coming because my mother has already passed a few hours ago. So I didn't get to see my Aunt Diana as I wanted. I I miss her. She knows I love her. Lord knows I did. I just didn't make it. But she will always live in my heart, and I will always pray for her, that the Lord has her in a better place, and that the Lord has forgiven whatever sins she might have been guilty of. Well, so that is auntie number one who passed away, my Aunt Diana. And auntie number two, my auntie Ashley. My auntie Ashley is a very special little person whom I've met about 15 years ago or more in Flickr. Flickr, the website where they have different interests of photography, and I met her in the doll group. Remember Auntie Ashley? And again, uh, it all started very casually. Excuse me, with us, you know, dropping oh, excuse me, an occasional comment on each other's pictures of our dolls, and we coincide in our taste in dolls. Auntie Ashley and I, our taste in dolls is not identical, but we coincide in many dolls that we both love, particularly the late 70s and, of course, the 80s Barbies. Now, so Auntie Ashley, I love you. I'm dedicating this video to you as well. Some eye candy. Now, as far as the show is concerned, I will say that the first season, I liked it, yeah, but in the season two and season three is when the show really sparkled, because in season one it was set in wartime, and her Diana Prince mode was always in some drab army uniform, which was, well, drab. And But when they brought this set, when they changed the the setting, the backdrop, if you will, to present day, meaning back then, the 70s, they started dressing Linda Carter, well, Diana Prince rather, with all those fabulous 70s clothes. Okay, so season two and season three, are a lot more inviting, if you will, because visually they're stunning. They're stunning. The wardrobe really brought it up to the next level. Now, onto the dollies. Okay, this Barbie is a hybrid, okay? A hybrid made of a Mexican clone head, okay, on a genuine Mattel body. Now, in Mexico, there's been, without getting too much into it, two types of Barbies. There's been the licensed franchise legit dolls by Aurimat that they made him in the 70s and 80s. And of course, there were the extracurricular clone Barbies, okay, made by whoever. Now, this is, like I said, a hybrid, and she has beautiful blue eyes, okay. She has a tan skin, like olive skinned, I think that's called the term, and long, beautiful black hair. And her body again is a genuine, legit Mattel body, okay. And I have her wearing, okay, these fashion favorites, red and blue outfit number 3786, because if you ever seen the show seasons 2 and 3, doesn't this look like something Diana Prince would wear? Doesn't it? It really looks it. um this outfit, like I said, it's a fashion favorite, okay, from 1981, the little catalog says, okay. But as we all know, a decade's first 2 years, like 80 and 81, are basically still the 70s leftovers. So from 80 and 81, everything and everyone still looks 70s. The decade doesn't kick in until until the third year or so. 82, 83, that's when the 80s really kicked in. And so this is a hybrid type of doll. And it's kind of not ironic, but sort of a funny little coincidence that she's mixed doll, because Lynda Carter herself was of mixed heritage. Her mama was Mexican, and her daddy was a white gentleman. Okay, and so Lynda Carter is a chica. Okay, because she's still alive. And So funny little coincidence that didn't really occur to me until, so she's Mexican, quote unquote American, because there's a quote unquote American body, and I say quote unquote because really no Barbie has ever been made in the United States, anyways. So it's Barbies are always made in third world countries. So this is Barbie as Diana Prince, and she's wearing those open toe mules. Don't you just love them? 70s fashion was the bee's knees. So here's Barbie as Diana Prince, and in her Wonder Woman mode. Okay, for this is not a hybrid doll. This is one whole doll. Excuse me. That I bought with the very purpose of customizing her as Wonder Woman, because her face, her makeup, and even her hairstyle really reminded me of the first season, how she wore her hair. Okay, um, and this Barbie, it's, I think she was some kind of pioneer colonial. This original style, by the way. I haven't untied her or washed her or anything because I like those these tight curls, and her blue eyes and red lipstick. I felt were very fitting, to portray Wonder Woman. Um, Her outfit is actually from another Wonder Woman doll that I bought again just for the outfit because the doll itself, yeah, she was pretty in the face, but the body was this hideous, bendy type of. Ugh, I just didn't care for it, you know. Excuse me. So I bought it for the outfit, and that's how I made me this Wonder Woman. Okay, now the shoes. I mean the boots. We all know that Wonder Woman's boots. Well, as we can see, yeah, they were red, all right. Okay, but they had, as you can see, a point, and it had a white stripe, I guess, around the top, and a thin white stripe going down the middle. Okay, now, but I didn't really like those boots, so I decided to have her wear, because this is my custom, these squishy, solid red boots, because they really give her that 70s feel. So no, they're not identical to Wonder Woman's boots. Okay, but again, this is my custom, it's my doll, and I love these red squishy boots. Someone told me, Donnie, why don't you paint the. No, 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 no. I don't have that talent of doing repaints and stuff like that, so I just thought I'd leave her alone. So here's Barbie as Wonder Woman with her star-shaped red earrings. Okay, her tiara, her top, her bracelets, her truth lasso, her I really like this version of because they're short. Basically, they're shorts. Okay, in season one, as you can see, they really were more like shorts. Okay, for subsequent seasons, okay, they decided to, I guess, make her sexier by cutting the shorts into more of a swimsuit style, so you see more of her thighs. Whatever. But being the conservative person that I am, I prefer the first season look. And so there are my Barbies as Wonder Woman. And again, I love you all. I appreciate very much the views. I have passed the 310 mark. I have 311, or I think 312. Okay. And again, I thank you all profusely. I love you all, my dear brothers and sisters in all. Thank you for being there. And as schmaltzy as this may sound, you guys really do have a place in my heart, because every view, every comment, every subscriber feels like a visit. Okay, like we're just having a dolly day. Okay, and I treasure you all. Now I know that my taste in dolls is very specific. Some might even say narrow-minded. Okay, and that's okay. That's okay, because there are some doll lovers. Again, there is no accounting for taste. Okay, but I know some doll lovers who love everything. And if they have the money for every single doll that has ever been produced, well, bless their hearts. That's on them. Not me, honey. My taste in dolls is very specific. What I like it into the ground. And what I don't like, I do not like. Okay, so because I have a very specific taste in dolls, I realize some might not be fond of me. Okay, because again, my taste in dolls is very specific. And that's why those of you, my subscribers, who know by now that my taste in dolls is so specific, stick around, which I make it, which makes it all the more valuable. Your presence, okay, is again all the more valuable because I'm not reviewing the popular dolls or the best-selling dolls or the current doll. No, no, no. I always review the dolls that I like. Okay, and if you happen to like the same dolls as I do, then you will enjoy my videos. Okay, not so much because of me. Okay, but again because of the dolls. That's why when I started this channel, I purposely decided not to show my face. Not that I'm camera shy, because I am a singer, I'm an actor, I'm a performer, okay? So I'm certainly not camera shy. But I figured, why look at my fat face? This channel is about the dolls, right? So I make it about the dolls, you know? And at times, I may be guilty of injecting some personal details of my life. I try not to get too personal, okay? But I do inject again some details of my life simply because I feel that makes us closer as human beings. When you disclose certain things about you, and I think it makes us closer as a community, as the doll community that is well often misunderstood. And but anyways, I'm getting off my soapbox now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for everything. And please, if you like it, hit the like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share, tell your friends. My content is truly family friendly. Okay, this is for all ages. Okay, I don't care if you are newborn or if you are, granny 104. If you like my dolls, you'll enjoy my reviews, and if you can withstand my gibberish and thick accent, again, thank you so much. And like my brother says, I say, but I don't always say, I will say it now, smooches!